Hello YouTubers, this is Yar from Giraffe Creations by Yar, and welcome to my channel once again. Happy New Year, by the way. This is the year 2017, and may all your wishes come true. This year, in this video, I want to share with you how I changed my mind. And what am I talking about? Apparently I was a very good girl last year, and I made the nice list. So Santa brought me a bunch of stamp sets, right? Well, the stamp sets are taller than regular. Many of the MFD stamp sets tend to be taller than the regular 4x6 stamp sets. So, organizing them has been a little bit of a hiccup, I guess. In past videos, however, I did teach you how to make your own stamp pockets in order to store these taller stamp sets, right? This is fine and dandy, and I love that I made pockets for them. However, there's a hiccup in that plan, and I store my stamp sets in cubes. So the height of the cube is set, and the height of the cube is smaller than the stamps are taller. So even though with this old method, and I will link how to make this little pockets below, it is nice that they have their own pocket, but it doesn't fit. Instead of standing them up and having them all in a row, I'm having to store the longer ones on their side, and they are sticking out, and that is a no-no. I cannot stand it. Sorry. Not happening for me. So I had to come up with a better solution. I received about 4 MFD stamp sets, or purchased MFD stamp sets during the holiday season, and I just need them all to be in the Avery Elle. I am not going to invest on larger stamps, pocket stamps. First, because they don't fit, and two, because no, there's no more money. I'd rather spend my money on stamps and paper, apparently. But that's another video. Okay, so this is what I did. In today's video, we are going to use Stays On ink. Let's see, we are Memory Keeper's Precision Press tool, or like a Misty or any other tool. You will need a storage pocket, and you could use Avery Elle or any other brand. And this is the kicker right here. You are going to need acetate sheets. You only need one, depending on the size, one or half of one per stamp set. But these ones are for the Cricut Cuttlebug Embossables, and I got this at Joann's in 2015 at Christmas. They were clearing them, so I got a packet for a few dollars, and I just store them. You know how we store things. Just in case you didn't know, I also have a blog, and it's giraffecreations.blogspot.com. Okay, that's my blog right there. Go ahead and subscribe so you can get messages and everything from new videos or new cards or new ideas coming. So this is the stamp set that we are working on today. This is the Avery Elle pocket, and here you can clearly see that the stamp set, the storage pocket ends here, and the stamp set ends here. So I have a good 1/4 inch, maybe 1 inch almost, that is outside, and that's not going to work. So what can I do? I need to make this fit here. So this is what I did. I'm not going to cut this plastic, by the way. I couldn't. I didn't have the heart to do that. However, if I rearrange my stamps, I can make them fit inside of my handy dandy Avery Elle storage bucket, right? So I just needed to restamp and just redo, kind of move them around. I want to keep most of them in the same spot, right? So all of this will stay in the same spot, and then I ended up moving. Let's see. This one got moved to the bottom, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so you kind of this is how I did it. You kind of measure. So I know I want to put a number here, so I don't want to put it all the way there. So I'm going to stamp them like that. And then I have this 4 stamps that they don't fit. Okay. So I know I have to reposition. Well, like this one I could leave there if I wanted to. But at least this 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 need to be moved or rearranged so they fit. And by the way, I fixed the happiest of holidays because here it was upside down and it was driving me crazy. So let's see what we can do. So this one is a go. Needs to go. This one needs to go. This one needs to go. And this one needs to go. I think the rest we have good. We have it. We have it. All right, so this I could stamp here. Let's see. So now is a kind of is a puzzle, really. And I have room right there. And I definitely have room here and here. So I want to make sure that I am putting them right. So there. I am going to start adding a label to my stamps right here. So I want to make sure I have enough room for that as well. I could probably put this one upside down as well and move this one down. So there. I think that is how I want my new stamp set to look. Okay. I am going to stop the video and assemble this in my precision tool, and I'll come right back. So I measured, and I just bought this Avery Elle labels, and I'm going to start writing like MFT and the name of the stamp set and the number of stamps within the stamp set, so I can label all of my stamp sets. Now, these labels are about 3/4 inches by 2.5, so I decided to leave that kind of space here as well. Let's see. So now I'm trying to figure out how to get all of my stamps here, even though I am already compromising, you know, this room, this type of space right there. So these are the labels, and I think it'll fit there just fine. Should be fine. I sort of measured it. So I can move this over here if need be. And now I have one more. So what I did, I have the transparency that came with the MFT set, and I flipped it, right? So because what I'm trying to do now is, MFT did some of the work for me. They positioned most of the stamps where I'm going to keep them, but I have to flip them, so when I close my precision tool, this section here picks up the stamps. Now this stamping is gonna have to happen in 2 steps, maybe. So now I have to find a spot for my little guy here, and it looks like he's not gonna fit over there unless I move this guy over here. So I think I'm gonna have to do this. A couple of things are gonna be moved apparently, because I need to definitely make sure this guy makes it into the stamp set. So that is going to be moved there. I can definitely move this here. Oh, maybe not. I can move this here. And actually, if I move him like this. So what I am basically creating is, because I am not going to cut this sheet that came with my stamp, I'm creating a brand new acetate sheet for my stamp, so that it all fits within the inches and things that I have available in my Avery Elle stamp set. I'm also, you know, this is a 7x7. So if you have a larger MISTI, you will be able to use, you know, that 1/4 inch over there at the bottom. But I think I'm good. I have all of the stamp sets in there. I had to rearrange some of them, but that's okay. That was the whole point of this video, right? And now they will all fit. So now I have to do 2 impressions. I am going to pick them up. I'm going to pick all of them up. Oh, you know what? I'm shaking my camera. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, you know, I think this stamp, is upside down. Yes, it is. But I can just do that and flip it and we'll be good. Okay, so let's see where we are. So this is the sheet that goes inside of my Avery Elle pocket, and the dimensions on this is about 7 1/4 by 5 3/8. So 7 1/4 by 5 3/8 right here. And I'm trying to make sure that all of my MFT stamp for this set fit into that section. Also, I label my stamps, so this is where the S169 is. This is my stamp set number number 169, and I always glue this number right here because I have all of my stamp sets numbered, and in sequential number. I don't keep them by manufacturer or anything. So now that we have the stamps all positioned in the right spot, the next step is to carefully remove this. And I will keep this. I do not have the heart to cut this up. So we're recreating. We're recreating the back of the stamp to put in the Avery Elle, and also we're making a new sheet. A new acetate sheet. Oh, wait, I just found one more. Where was this hidden? Okay, now we have to go back. And we're back. All right, so kids came back from school. Well, the little one came back from school. And so let's go back. We were missing that one, and I think now we are good to go. Although I should count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 14. All right, so what we're doing now is we are going to, well, that was a good blooper right there. All right, then I'm gonna move this Avery Elle paper because I'm afraid to mess it up. So I have StazOn ink, and for this step you do not, did you see what I just did? Lordy, lordy, this thing's upside down. All right, let me try to clean it up. That was smart. Here we go. Make sure everything is, you know, the stamping side's up so that you can actually stamp. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to stamp. So StazOn, at this step, you do not need StazOn because this is just regular paper. You will need StazOn on the next step where we are going to be stamping the transparency sheet or the acetate sheet. So we're sort of recreating the package so that a stamp set that is taller than most fits in a regular Avery Elle pocket. And now I'm just making sure that everything has a place. And now I am pressing my stamp tool. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Precision stamp tool. And if you don't know anything about this tool, I will link a video that I did. I did a comparison between this. I have a Franken Misty, which I made myself. And then just stamp set, just a stamp block. And I compare using it. So let's see. And obviously I have to re-ink because this is just not. I have a feeling that I need to add some ink to my StazOn. But I'm not going to do it right now. So this is the whole point of this. Make sure that the paper is stuck, you know, right where it was before, and just re-ink and re-stamp. And this is why this tool rocks. Either this or the Misty, and there's another one by another company as well. They all work similarly, whatever your budget is. That's what you should get. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Hold on, I'm going to try to pick it up with this. Push it down. I'm going to do it a couple more times, just because I want it really dark. Okay, so I am back. I stamped it about 4 or 5 times. This thing is really dry. My ink is really, really dry. But I like it. I think it's good. It's going to be perfect. And it's going to fit my label here and then my numbering system here. So now that I have this is going to go, let me kind of show you what I'm thinking. This is going to go here. By the way, here. And now I'm going to create an acetate sheet for the back where I'm going to stick my stamp sets. I could have used this one, but I didn't want to cut it. Remember, it was too tall for our Avery Elle pockets. So now I am trying to locate, and I have found it. Here is the acetate sheet that I am going to use. Again, this is from the Cricut, and I got it at Joann's. And it has a little film on the back side. And that is fine. Let's see. So I'm just going to place it here. I haven't cut it or anything. There's a doggy hair or something. All right, so I don't know how to prep it, so I'm not going to. And I am just going to ink this real well. And I'm going to press down, making sure, the key here is this. You have to make sure that this is pressed all the way to, it's flush with this side and it's flush with the bottom as well. So if you had to re-ink and re-stamp, then you can do so without worrying where things are going to end up being. So you'll have a nice multi-step. I'm trying to hold my camera with one hand and stamp this baby up with the other. But if I see that I'm shaking it too much, I'll just stop the video and re-record. But at least let's do this one together. See how it goes. So first step, make sure that that's flush. And let's do it. What is this going on here? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ink that guy again. They're so cute, these elves. This is the Santa's elf stamp set by MFT. All right, moment of truth. And I'm just pressing, and I know already by experience that one is not gonna be enough. I tried a different type of transparency or the backing of a package or something, and it didn't work. So this brand, it does. So I'm going to hold my transparency. If you can see that. I'm going to hold my transparency down. This is sticky. Okay. Make sure that that thing doesn't just flop back down, because then you'll ruin your work. And it looks good, but it doesn't look great. So I want it to look better. This guy is adorable and he's fine. So I'm not going to worry too much about him. The rotten needs a little bit on the end. The tree needs a little bit of love. This guy's hat. So let's see. So now I know, oh, the gift needs a little bit of love. I'm looking at this and I'm saying them out loud because that's where I'm going to kind of press a little more. So I know my ends and then here. Okay. So make sure it's flush. I'm going to start right here. I know this guy needed some help on the hat. And this guy needed some help here. And the tree needed some. This guy was very good. Okay, I think everybody got a little bit of love there. Let's just check. Very good. What do I want to do next? I want to fix that. I want to, you know what? That didn't get fixed at all. Okay. Where's that bubble? Right here. And the curly cues. Make sure it's flushed. You do not want to make a mistake at this point. Okay, it is what it is. At this point, this is it. Okay, I am very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Okay, so now we have just created... kind of happy. I'm going to fix that hat. I am not leaving that like that. I thought this would take a long time to dry. It doesn't. I am going to give it a few seconds though. All right, make sure it's flushed. Fix that baby's hat right there. Oh no, I made a mess. Okay, I'm done. We're done. We're not touching it anymore. It is what it is. Okay, so this is it. I have just created a new acrylic acetate sheet for my stem set. So instead of having to store a very tall stem set, now I am going to store a stem set that is, it will fit into my Avery Elle. Now this acetate sheet is larger than the Avery Elle. I'm going to now cut it using my regular trimmer. So I am going to put this aside, but I want to put a piece of paper because this is StazOn ink. Oh, that's dried already, but I will clean my stamp set later. I don't want to spend time on that right now. And now let's get to business. So this is my new transparency. Now I have to cut it. This is my Stampin' Up cutter.